won't you take me with you, darling? I don't wanna stay. This place just keeps on getting sadder ever since you went away. I grew up in Nashville and was surrounded by music. My folks had grown up here. My grandparents grew up here. My grandfather was in a big band in the 20s and 30s, and then my father and his brother were post-Beatles invasion teenagers. And there was a huge record collection, and being just a fan, being passionate about music, it was something that was always around, and it was always talked about, and it was a part of family trips, and we were driving and things like that. There were so much stuff, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and singer-songwriter stuff like Bob Dylan or James Taylor. When I get my wings, I'm gonna fly back home to you. Go ahead and you can tell St. Peter, open up, I'm coming through. The accident happened, it was August 21st, 3 years ago. We were in the middle of making The Wreckage, which was the last album, and thought we were mostly done with that. And I got on my little motor scooter to ride home and see my family, and then basically just woke up 3 days later in the intensive care unit at Vanderbilt Hospital. I had a severely broken, shattered femur, and a broken knee, and 2 crushed lungs, and 4 broken ribs, and a broken sternum, and 2 broken collarbones. The accident obviously was traumatic and something that none of us would ever want to go through again, but we kind of had to try to draw the positives from it. And the positives, you know, musically, were that we took this time to make a great record rather than just finishing what we had started. And I put you in that blue dress and a new pair of high heel shoes, with a photograph of 2 love-drunk kids on the day that they said I do. 57 years of memories fall like the rain comes down, and I could not help myself but cry when they laid you in the ground. This album, number 7, is the first record that I've gotten to produce on my own, and you know, I've always been a part of the production on all of the records, obviously as the artist, but this one was the first one where I had sort of full responsibility and control. And we're real fortunate making a record in Nashville as an artist is really great, and it's inspiring, I think, for all of us, because there's so many great musicians here. To be a solo artist, but also have a band that I work with, so I sort of get best of both worlds. I think it represents a whole lot about where I come from, the things that I believe in musically, and even personally on a lot of levels. It's opened us up to a lot of new stuff, and I think excited us for getting to make future records, 8, 9, and 10, and on down the line. When I get my wings, I'm gonna fly back home to you. Go ahead and you can tell St. Peter